But actually no. I'm sorry. I don't know a lot about Luffy to compare him to data book statements too. So, give me. I'll do a Naruto character. I'll do Isshiki.
If you're gonna do Isshiki, I'm gonna do Yhwach.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
cool.
Never mind. Topic changed. Isshiki versus Yhwach.
Okay, cool.
All
I'm guessing same canonicity, standard battle assumptions as well, bloodlusted and everything.
Yeah.
Alrighty, may the debate begin. Whoever wants to start, go ahead.
I'll start. Yhwach steals his abilities, and any form of damage will be negated by choosing a separate fate where he is no longer damaged.
Choosing a separate fate. Like, how many fates can he decide though, or like choose?
The Almighty allows him to view all possible timelines simultaneously at once, and after absorbing the Soul King, he can choose which fates he comes true. He died, and then he decided not to.
Are you aware that the Otsutsuki's abilities are linked to hope?
Define hope in this context. What do you mean by that?
Hope. So regardless of the battle circumstance, there's hope that lies beyond.
That's fine. That's kind of a.
It's
that's
not
weird.
broad.
That's not really an argument. Can you define what, like, in this circumstance, under these contexts, what does hope do for them? What would that allow to happen?
Even if your character was transcending timelines, as you said.
He doesn't transcend timelines. I never made that statement.
Wait, so he doesn't?
He can view all timelines simultaneously. He can see the future, all possible futures, and he can decide what future happens.
Okay, does he have an answer to being BFR'd?
Yes, Quincy's can travel through dimensions via shadows. That's how they were able to get from the Bleach. The way the Bleach cosmology works is you have separate dimensions, separate realms, such as like Hueco Mundo, World of the Living, Soul Society.
Naruto too.
Huh?
Naruto too.
Yeah, that's cool. If you BFR him, he's just going to come back to the shadows, or he'll just choose a fate where you didn't BFR him.
What makes you think that the Isshiki can't continue BFRing him?
He'll just choose a fate where it doesn't happen. Does Isshiki have a counter to getting his ability stolen?
Getting Ishiki's abilities stolen?
Yeah, the power of the Almighty. Also, the Almighty negates any ability that Yhwach sees. If he sees it, it won't work on him anymore.
What's to say that Isshiki would start with that though?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't matter if you're arguing for Isshiki. I don't have to. What? That's your argument. I'm saying that whatever Isshiki does, Yhwach will already have seen it happen because he's viewing all possible timelines simultaneously, and any ability he sees within these timelines immediately gets negated. And if Isshiki were to get anything, he will choose a fate where it did not happen.
Was Yhwach ever beaten in canon?
He was beaten by a arrow that zaps away all of his abilities for 10 seconds. So
Ishiki's rods is literally negging his ability to even comprehend.
Nah, how does that work? How does his rods negate abilities to comprehend? Can you prove that?
Well, we see even within the Pain versus Naruto fight that when Pain uses his rods on Naruto, he's disrupting his chakra. So I don't know if Yhwach would be operating off of like chakra power, so like it wouldn't even be relevant in the first place because you have to prove that Yhwach would be able to blitz fucking Isshiki.
He wouldn't have to blitz Isshiki. He would just like see. He would already know the ability is going to happen. Like he would know what's going to happen. So he just died.
What's Ishiki's ability though?
I'm not arguing for Isshiki.
So you want context as to what it is that Isshiki would utilize? I already gave it to you. That's just one out of the many that Isshiki would have access to.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you said that Isshiki would use the rods to disrupt his Ryatsu, right?
Prior to my BFR argument, those are two separate arguments.
Yeah, no, I already told you. Didn't really like contest my counter to the BFR argument. Do you want to
How many
back that?
how many times can you watch transcend whatever the hell it is that you got going on? So how many times can you use
As
that?
much as he wants. As much as he wants. And now he can also destroy things across all timelines. He shattered Ichigo's Bankai in all timelines, so he could never repair it.
So he fights Ichigo.
Whenever he's fighting Ichigo goes Bankai. It's his new Bankai, and Yhwach splits it in half and breaks it, and he breaks it in every single timeline, so it can never be reformed.
How many other abilities outside of that does Ichigo utilize against him that he shatters?
That he shatters. He doesn't he doesn't shatter any of those. I mean, are you asking like whether
just said that in terms of like the timelines?
In the Ichigo fight? If you're asking like how many times you're the way you're wording your question is really weird. Can you like clarify?
Why would I need to clarify this? What you just stated
I'm not
verbatim.
asking you to clarify what I stated. I'm asking you to clarify what you stated.
I didn't state anything. I was just going off of what it is that you just presented to me. How many times does Yhwach break any other abilities that Ichigo presents outside of his little Bankai thingy?
That isn't relevant. It's the fact that Yhwach can do it.
How many times afterwards can he do so?
Again, that's not relevant. He just does it. What are you talking about?
Well, it is relevant.
It's not. It's an ability. He can see
Right.
all
So
possible.
Yhwach can discredit timelines infinitely.
Yeah, can you kind of cut out? Can you restate that, please?
Yhwach can discredit timelines infinitely with one particular ability.
No, not what. Like, are you saying that he could only break Bankais across timelines? Is that what you're insinuating?
No.
Okay.
Any other ability outside of Bankai. Whatever
Yeah.
Bankai is.
Yeah, I think he's asking for the limitations of the ability. I think.
The limitations of the ability. The only limitation that we see is with a combination of two very specific abilities. That being, Orihime has this ability where it's called healing, but it's not healing. It is rejecting the phenomenon within a given scenario. So, for example,
Isshiki does that several times.
okay, I mean, like, let me finish real quick. So Ichigo gets his Bankai shattered, right? And Orihime should be able to reject that event ever transpiring within time. Like, it just makes it not have ever happened. But she can't do it on his Bankai because in every timeline, his Bankai has been broken. So Tsukishima, who has the ability to create an entirely separate new timeline that didn't exist prior, cuts into the Bankai, creating a new timeline and allowing Orihime to heal it. That's the only way it's ever been countered. So unless Isshiki can create entire timelines, then he's not getting around it.
He is with his basic existence against Baryon mode when he's fighting against it.
How does he create a separate timeline just by fighting Baryon mode? Can you prove that?
How do timelines like split, I guess, if you will? Doesn't it have to rely on present tense?
Present tense? No. The way that Yhwach describes it is that all timelines are grains of sand falling, and he is above them, looking at all of them simultaneously.
What relevance is that, though?
That means, like, in every possible timeline, he'll just destroy Isshiki.
How so, though?
What do you mean, how so, though? By killing him.
How would he be able? Can you even prove that he has Ishiki's speed?
How fast do you scale Isshiki? I never made a speed claim.
Baryon mode, Naruto.
Yeah, how fast is Baryon mode Naruto?
As fast as Isshiki, the strongest being in it, well, aside from Momoshiki, but
Okay, and how fast is that?
I can't quantify his speed. It's not relevant. Time is what matters here in the argument that you're
That
presenting.
is, wait, hold on. If speed isn't relevant, then why do you bring up speed?
What?
If speed isn't relevant, you brought up Isshiki. You're asking how is Yhwach even fast enough to tag Isshiki without
Yeah.
clarifying how fast. If you're not going to claim, if you're not going to give like
Does your watch have a speed feat above light speed?
yeah, light speed Bleach has been around since the first arc.
Yeah, so only light speed.
I said since the first arc. So you have okay.
I'm
You
not aware
have
of what the first arc would be for Bleach.
I guess it would be the second arc. I'm sorry. Soul Society arc. You have Negation Light, which is a beam, which is said just to be a beam of light.
And
And
you said that
Lieutenant.
your watch had to be negged by people curating two different timelines.
No, you're like bouncing around so much. You gotta let me finish, man. You're asking me speed, and then you're talking about like
Well,
quantifying
I'm
time.
keeping your points in mind that you're presenting to me while also presenting mine. So if you're not listening to me, that's a problem that you're presenting yourself. But
It's
anyways, go ahead.
not staying stuck on one thing. I believe this is like the term used, "lost in the sauce." Am I using that correctly? I'm assuming I am. So do you want me to quantify the speed or not? Because you brought up speed. That's your
Yeah,
claim.
I just want to know, can you send me like a scan of like an above light speed feat of your watch?
Yhwach reacts to Ichigo, who is far faster than light.
Far faster than light? That's a bold
But
assumption about
by
a
quite a bit.
specific character.
Okay, so are you going to let me finish my line of scaling, or are you going to cut me off again?
Well, I continue speaking. I'm not interrupting you in any.
Okay, I'm gonna give my line of scaling. I'd appreciate it if you didn't cut me off. So
Go ahead.
let's start over. Negation Light is a beam of light, comes from the sky. That's light. It is said to be light, described as light, acts as light. Lieutenants, who are weaker than captains, dodge it. Ichigo is captain level, blitzing Byakuya, who is far faster in his Bankai. And then you have later on in the series where he gets the Hollow Mask, which is a Bankai increase. So that's 5 to 10 times. And then he gets Amp after fighting Grimjo, where in his base Bankai, he's reacting to Grimjo, who's in his Resurrection, which is also a Bankai increase. So then he gets another Hollow Mask, which is stronger. And then he gets his Vasto Lorde, and then he gets to fuse those abilities together. So he's like hundreds of times faster than light based off that line of scaling.
You said that your watch's Bankai ability was translate like watching the granules of sand fall.
I never said he had a Bankai.
So what is his ability?
Oh my God. Yhwach's ability is the ability to see all possible timelines and all futures, and he can decide what fate happens
Is it one time or multiple times?
multiple times, as many times as he wants. He does it to Ichigo like 5 separate occasions. Then he does it. Then he gets killed later on, and then he decides not to be dead because he just chose a fate where he was still alive. So even if
How did
Isshiki
he
is,
get killed though?
he can't keep Yhwach down. And you also never gave a counter to Yhwach
Right,
stealing Ishiki's abilities. You never.
You just thank you for saying that actually, because you never clarified whether or not Ishiki would be able to blitz his dumbass and kill him, all right? And then he just wouldn't want to fight Ishiki afterwards. So thank you, I
Wow,
appreciate that.
that makes no fucking sense. What you just said. What do you mean? Why wouldn't he want to fight Ishiki? That's a whole other
Ishiki
claim.
would literally Ishiki would literally just keep on BFRing him until he gets tired of traversing through the shadows, because maybe he might be getting fatigued out of the amount of times that Jigen, not talking about Ishiki, Jigen, all right, can do so.
Yeah, no. Can you send a scan of him BFRing?
Ishiki,
Yeah, send a scan of Isshiki using BFR in a combat scenario. So I know it's
gotcha.
combat.
It's not gonna be Ishiki, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you Jigen, which is his weaker form.
Okay, that's fine.
I need a few seconds though.
That's cool. I'm debating. Oh, yeah. I didn't choke on a cigarette and die now. Do.
Five-minute timer on finding that scam, by the way. Debate's going well so far.
Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to actually like leave. I was gonna ask somebody to send me the the link that you guys use for your chapters.
It's Manga C. Hold on. Check
Yeah.
our DM. Check our DMs. I've already sent it to you.
Already got it. $37. So at the beginning of the fight, Negan had already teleported to Naruto just to kind of finish the job since nobody else would do so. Out of the cyborgs.
Scan.
Yeah, I'm getting it now.
Debate and scan.
No, you said that you wanted to.
No, I need your scan. I need to see him BFRing somebody, and I need to see it in a combat scenario, because some
I wouldn't
abilities cannot.
I wouldn't consider this a combat scenario, but Jigen had just got there and is about to initiate combat with. Well, actually, he's not in that context until Sasuke shows up, so it's not really relevant.
If you can't show it being shown in a combat scenario, then it's not applicable to combat. Like BFRing is, and plus it sounds like you're talking about teleportation. Can you show him in combat BFRing someone?
He was just grappling with Naruto prior. But as I said, I wouldn't consider it, like, he was kind of negging Naruto's dumbass, so I wouldn't consider it
Maybe not digging, like negating his
Assistant
ability, but
combat.
overpowering.
What? He was overpowering him.
Okay, that sounds like physicals, like in a fight. I need to. Can you show me him BFRing someone mid-fight? Can you show that?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
I need the scan.
Where you lost in the sauce here, bro? I'm about
Send
to
the
send it.
scan, bro.
I'm about to send it now, bro. Alright, look in the beta chat. It's uploading right now.
Debate and
Well,
scans.
the beta scan.
He's been listening to Baby Shark all fucking day.
Dude, still.
It hasn't popped up yet. I'll let you know when I see it.
Sent. You can see Naruto's in his Kurama form.
Yeah, he's in his Kurama form, and then he holds his hand out, Can you show me him like getting BFR'd? I mean, it looks like some black shit swirling around him. I don't see Naruto disappearing.
Oh my
How do I know that
god.
this isn't even a BFR? No, this could be shadow manipulation. This could be an energy attack. A lot of
Read the
things.
scan.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, compromise seems impossible. So
Even if it
let's
was like
decide.
even if it was like an energy thing or whatever.
Vegan. Yeah, I don't see anywhere where this would imply being BFR'd.
Okay, I'm gonna send you 2 more scans then.
Okay. Lead. Okay. See it. All right. Mans is gone. All right. Wait, hold on.
Alright. You see
Okay.
him?
So they're both in the new spot. So wait, is he BFRing him or are they teleporting together?
You don't see Naruto reacting to.
Yeah, I know. It has nothing to do with his reaction. I'm not talking about his reaction. I'm talking about Jigen is still there with him. So is Jigen teleporting them to another space? Can he teleport people individually, or does he have to go with them? Because like he's there with Naruto after they've already been swapped or after they've been poofed. Because Kawaki is alone in that room now, and Jigen is now with Naruto.
What relevance is that? You're
Because
bringing
if
up a,
Jigen's gonna follow Watch to the place he sends him, then like that. Why? What's the point in BFRing if you have to go with them?
but is your watch gonna be able to react within that situation? If
Yeah,
so,
it doesn't
if
matter.
for
It doesn't matter.
instance your watch is just starting to attack Jigen, alright, right off
Yeah,
base, or maybe Jigen might be starting to fight him or whatever. That's
yeah.
beyond my point. That's beyond my point. Jigen has the capabilities that it is that you just stated. You wanted to see if he would do so in a combat setting, and he did so here. He teleported them to a separate space
It
so he
looks
can
like
deal with
Naruto.
Naruto.
It looks like Naruto was sitting in his home. He might have powered up. Were they swapping hands mid fight, or did he just like walk up in that bitch and teleport him? Can he do this while swapping hands? You know,
They,
yeah.
yes, they were swapping hands prior, bro.
This is
And,
fine. This is fine.
and it's still a defeater to your argument because even if Naruto wasn't suspecting Jigen to do so,
Yeah.
how would you be able to scale your watch being able to perceive Jigen doing that in the first place
Okay, I
beforehand?
think you're
Well,
right.
actually, you brought up your timelines things, but that's the whole contention here, which is why you asked me to send those scans.
Okay. I'm saying this doesn't matter because is this an ability? This is an ability?
Yes, I'd like to
Okay,
believe.
it gets immediately negated. It just won't work on your watch. Your watch can't be affected by abilities he sees in the future.
Well, what would it matter if your watch can't even fucking touch Jigen?
I'm saying that does. Okay, so what I'm saying is that doesn't matter. All of
It does
Jigen's
matter.
abilities, it doesn't
That
because
was the context that you asked for prior because you were asking for it being used in a fighting context.
yeah, that's fine. Okay, I see it used in a fighting context. That's cool. Now that I see it can be used in a fighting context, it's an ability, as you have said. Your watch's power is to negate all abilities that he
So
sees.
how would you be able to prove that Jigen wouldn't be able to just keep continuously use it until your watch gets tired or
Do you know
just
what negation is? Do you know what
which was
negation is?
which was the way that he was defeated earlier, right? You said that your watch got killed, but he chose a timeline where he didn't get killed, and he's not fighting anybody else.
Yeah, that's separate from negating abilities. That's him being able to choose what fate happens. There's two different things.
Exactly. So what use would it be against Jigen? You have to prove that Yhwach
Oh,
is fast enough to
I'm
tag
saying,
Jigen, man.
I am saying that Yhwach being able to see all possible futures will see Jigen BFRing him in the future in all timelines. And since
Right. So
Yhwach,
what is his answer to him being BFR'd?
he negates it. The ability, he just won't be able to be BFR'd. He just won't be able to. Jigen will try to do it and it won't work.
In what context though?
The context of a fight, the context of this battle, Jigen's gonna try to BFR him, and it's just gonna not do anything because Yhwach's Almighty allows him to negate any ability he sees.
So how many times can you know what? Actually, let's go back a little bit, right? So you said like he might be able to negate it, right?
Yeah.
But right off jump, if Jigen is using this ability in particular against this character at the beginning of the fight, what makes you think he's not going to continue doing so, even if Yhwach can come back from him being BFR'd? And then
Okay.
you also have to prove whether or not Jigen is getting weakened when he's doing so.
I
And
don't
then
have to prove
also
Jigen
that he can do it infinitely. And then how many times would Jigen have to do it at his full power? Well, I won't say his full power because he's in Jigen's body. Okay, this is Isshiki that we're talking about, mind you.
Yeah.
How many times would Jigen have to do it in this context for Yhwach to get tired and say, "I'm sick of this shit"? Like he's just gonna keep on doing this. Like,
Okay, so let me like give you like a line of
is
like,
Yhwach's power infinite when he resets the
Hold on,
timeline or
I'm not mute.
whatever, or perceives that
Can I
being the case and
fucking mute
comes
right
back? Is he
Holy
just
shit.
gonna get BFR'd again and then again and again and again and again and then reset and then again and again and again and again and again and then
Holy fucking
reset?
shit. This guy is actually a fucking dumbass. Holy shit. This is toxic. Okay. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna speak so fucking slow.
All right, thank you. Yeah, try your best, please.
So let's say, hypothetically,
There's no
that
hypotheticals here. You gotta show me. You
can I
gotta
fucking
show me
talk?
proof.
Can I fucking talk? Holy shit, will you shut the
You
fuck
can say
up?
hypothetical. I'm still not gonna agree. 'Cause it's
Marz, shut up.
hypothetical. It's a
Like, fucking
hypothetical,
mute.
bro.
Please mute
Marz,
this motherfucker.
shut
He
up
hasn't
and let
even
him
said
say
the
his
hypothetical,
thing.
bro.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
Someone mute this actual fucking retard. Okay. So let's say that Jigen, hypothetically, gets this BFR off. Yhwach has now seen this ability across all infinite timelines. So if Yhwach uses the shadow dimensional travel, which he has, to come back, Jigen will not be able to BFR him again and again and again. He does it once, Yhwach comes back, and now it never works on him again. And now, since the battle has started, and Yhwach has seen all possible timelines across all space, none of Jigen's abilities or none of Isshiki's abilities will ever work on him. Not chakra, not BFR, not his rods. Nothing works because any and all abilities that are seen by the Almighty immediately get negated. They take his side. According to Yhwach, he cannot be harmed by them and they become his. So now, not only can Jigen's abilities not harm him, he has all of Jigen's abilities.
And
I
this
can
is
send,
like,
I
so
can send scans if you
you're,
need. Watch verbatim states it.
you're just implying that Jigen would start off by BFRing him. You still have to
I did
get
not.
past
That was
Jigen.
your argument. Holy shit, you're the one that said that. Oh my fucking god.
Duh, because that was the whole contention here. That's just something that Jigen utilizes within his battle prowess, I guess, if you will. But
Yeah,
you're saying that your watch will take Jigen's like the BFR ability, right? Come back.
yeah,
or whatever.
he will steal it. Actually,
Shush. Let me present my argument, motherfucker. Since you wanted it so bad, right? So you're saying that your watch is going to like, and this is theoretical, all right? So Jigen starts off the fight by BFRing him, all right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you for agreeing there.
Yeah, sure.
He transverses time or uses his shadow ability, you feel me? So maybe he uses his shadow ability, and this is a hypothetical within this battle situation, because it's what it is that you stated verbatim, alright? At the start of the fight, Jigen BFRs him. Okay.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
He uses his shadow thingy, but he doesn't use the timeline ability that you're mentioning, okay? And then
He
Jigen BFRs him
that was never
again
part of my
and
hypothetical. He's
again
going to be
and
time to do.
again. But then Yhwach has access to this BFR mechanic, so it's not relevant to Jigen. Then you say, okay, that they start fighting. This is where, like, past the beginning of the fight, alright? It's not mid-fight. They're fighting. He's negging Jiren's rods.
Yes.
Jigen blitzes his dumbass, and then he reiterates time or whatever, so he has Jigen's ability, and now they're equal in a sense. So perpetually, regardless of whatever it is that you're stating, they're equals.
No, not equals, because Yhwach still has all of his abilities, and now he just has all of the Ishiki's abilities on top of it.
How is he?
Also,
How is he
also he
continuing to
steals.
come
Also,
back
he
without
steals
being
the power.
fatigued? So he doesn't
what
get
he's
fatigued.
fatigued. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. That's crazy. But he was killed, right?
And then he came back. Yeah.
How was he killed?
He was. Yeah. Hold on. I'll get the scan. I'll just show you what happens.
Cool.
Huh.
Am I tiring you out? Is that what you said?
No. I love it. I love the stress. I'm addicted to it. Like, keep on, please.
I'm glad that you're stressed because I'm not.
Sorry, you thinking stress is an inherently bad thing.
I don't need to be stressed, bro. Your argument doesn't make sense.
Okay, that's fine. You can think that.
I know it, motherfucker. There's a difference between thinking and knowing, motherfucker. Mind you, everybody listening right now, this is just Jigen, okay?
that doesn't matter.
It does matter. I'm glad that you said that, though. Thank you once again.
Okay, that's the first scan. I'm not gonna bother like cutting scans. I don't care if there's pop-ups. Oh, and it's funny that you talk about hope, because you watch directly references hope and how he can shatter it. That's awesome.
Jester, what are you talking about
Jester never talked.
in general?
Oh, okay.
You said I don't sound smart. I don't have to sound smart. Are you actually listening to my argument, though? He's not understanding what I'm saying. I guess all the while, wait, you can answer this question so they can gain more clarity as to what it is that I'm stating.
That's after I get my scan thing.
So, when he resets these timelines, is he at full power and these people aren't?
He's not resetting a timeline. That's not what I said. I said that. Okay, so are you aware what fate manipulation is?
What relevance is it to my? Oh my. All right, whatever. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you aware of what fate manipulation is?
Yeah, you've been explaining that in various contexts.
Okay, so you're just not gonna answer my question. Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
No, yeah, theoretically no. What does fate, whatever the fuck it is that you're saying, mean? Hello, can you answer my
Yeah.
question?
I told you I'd answer your question after I got my scans. Those were my exact words.
Fair.
Okay. So I don't want to like overload you too much. So I'm gonna send you these scans, let you read them, right? And then
Send me any scan that it is that you need for your argument, bro. Like,
I don't want to like shotgun. I guess it's not really shotgun because it's one argument with just evidence. But I
yeah,
don't
it's
want,
literally one argument. So how are you shotgunning?
because there's gonna be a lot of scans, dude.
Sorry, where did you send it?
I'm about to send now.
Debate and scans, please.
Yeah. Well, no fucking shit. Okay. So this is giving context for his abilities and the ability to negate abilities that he sees. Ichibei has conceptual manipulation. I don't know if you know what that means. That means that his ability works on the very concepts of things, and thus has a higher tier of potency than regular abilities.
Regular abilities in the Bleach context. Cool.
No, it's standard battle assumptions. We are in a neutral universe, so concepts.
A neutral universe.
That's what standard battle assumptions is. We're in a
Okay,
we're in a
where
we're in
am I
a
starting when I'm reading these scans right now?
from the far left and across.
Top or bottom?
Top left and across.
All right. Well, in this first context, seeing this first scan, like that could be considered father. How can you prove that that character that he's fighting against is equal to Jigen?
Or are you talking about equal to Jigen? I never made a statement about him being about their attack potency. This is strictly an ability. I've not made one single attack potency claim.
BFRing is not an attack potency, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's an ability which all abilities that he sees become his and cannot be used against him. So he can use it and Jigen can't anymore, or Isshiki, whichever.
So in this context, even reading the second scan, if Jigen doesn't show that shit initially from the beginning of the fight, Yhwach would have no knowledge of it, correct?
Okay, you're forgetting about the part of the Almighty. Keep reading the scans. He can see all possible futures, meaning that in every timeline he is looking
All right,
at Fuck off. You asked a question.
all the powers I know take my side. Not
Yes.
only can they not
When
be
he sees
used
them, he
to
knows
defeat
them.
me, they cannot even be used to harm me. That is my power. The Almighty.
So when he sees a
What
power, he
the?
knows it,
What's
and
going
when he
on?
knows it, it can be used against him.
Another trap suddenly appeared beneath my feet.
He
Ichigo?
altered. Yeah, yeah. He switched to a time. He switched to a separate time. Like he
You've
hopped.
made one fatal miscalculation.
That trap wasn't there before, so he just shifted the time to where the fates to where it was there beforehand. It's almost like as soon as the battle starts.
Diverges from a single point in time like countless grains of sand scattering in the wind.
Yep.
So his grains of sand scaled to wind. Alright, cool.
That is the fucking stupidest thing. Oh my god.
Now no, I'll agree. I'll agree. I'm just talking shit there.
One final scan, just him like verbatim stating that he just changes what happens. And I
An
can.
individual grain of sand would be considered the future, which means there are as many possibilities as there are grains of sand. Ichigo. Wait, grains of sand? That's pretty particular though.
No,
Like
I
not
think
even
you're
not even capping grains of sand as an
Mhm.
analogy to timelines.
Again. Okay, so let's say his ability, fuck, allows him to see all timelines as if he is above them, looking down at grains of sand. Every single individual grain of sand is a separate future or separate time, and he decides which time happened.
You know what's crazy? I'm so fucking glad that you just sent this fucking scan that I'm reading right now. Cause it literally says, Ichigo, I like to talk on the subject of hope. Alright, let me continue reading though. Cause I don't know the context by which it is that whoever the fuck it is that's mentioning this right now.
Do you want me to go ahead and send the scans where he rewrites the future so he has never died, or do you want to wait for that?
It's not relevant to my conversation, bro. Cause
What
that's
do
what
you
that's
mean?
getting
The whole point of
that's
the
what
debate is so that you
verbatim.
can prove Isshiki kills Yhwach, and this like just makes it to where he can never kill Yhwach. Like Ichiki will literally never kill him. He'll just keep on resurrecting.
How can you prove that he can kill Isshiki, bro?
He takes Ishiki's powers and kills him with his powers.
They be equals.
Are you saying that Ishiki can't harm
And
himself?
mind you, actually, excuse me, this is Jigen. Not
Okay.
even Ishiki.
Okay, so send me some Ishiki. Can Ishiki still use the BFR thing, or is that like a Jigen specific ability?
Jigen is Ishiki.
Yeah, he's in a different body, but can you show him using the same abilities?
These would be the same abilities that he was using if he wasn't resurrected. And then that even bypasses your argument, because how could you not even fucking prove that Jigen couldn't put a fucking karma on your watch before
Your watch makes it
even
to
if
where
he did die in any context?
your watch makes it to where the karma was never put on him.
Perpetually is what you're stating.
Like yeah, like no matter what
How
Ishiki
okay.
does, it'll be
So
rewritten.
both of our so past all these arguments, okay, both of our characters died in canon. Would you agree?
Yeah. Does yours come back?
Does yours come back?
Yeah. Here, hold on. I got the scans right here. There you go. There's him literally dying and coming back. Did you really think something of that caliber would be enough to kill me? It's the power to alter the future itself. My power, I can even rewrite futures in which I have died. Useless. He literally dies and just decides that he isn't dead anymore.
How did he get killed?
Kyoka Suigetsu altered his
What ability did Suigetsu use?
it uses like an absolute hypnosis kind of thing.
Absolute hypnosis?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
It manipulates all five senses and your perception of time, and it allowed Ichigo to get in a solid swing. And
So
then
you think that Itachi could use that level of ability on him type shit and kill him
I would argue that
with
ability.
infinite, not infinite Tsukiyomi, but Tsukiyomi.
Yeah, I would argue that abilities have a certain level of potency. While Itachi's
All
ability
right,
has
cool.
been
Thank you again. Thank you again, bro. Thank you.
okay. Did you want me to finish speaking or what?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Tsukiyomi can affect one person's sense of linear time. Kyoka Suigetsu can affect the perception of time across infinite times.
But the ability that killed him was a one person utilized thing with the five senses, which is something that Tsukiyomi itself can
No,
utilize.
that's not what killed him. It allowed Ichigo an opening. Yhwach was blinded by Kyoka Suigetsu and allowed Ichigo to get his hit in.
Who the hell is? Send me that scan, please. Who is Kuya Sochi, whatever the fuck it is that you're speaking about.
Ichigo? Is that what you're saying? Or
Whoever it
talking
was that used the hypnosis jutsu on the
that's
dude.
that's Aizen. He basically, if you look at him, then you're just like under his hypnosis. He
Aizen
actually
isn't
literally, he
relevant.
actually like literally says
Aizen
it.
isn't relevant to the conversation.
Well, you're the one that asked the fucking. You're the one that asked. What do you mean?
Oh, so the ability was used on Aizen?
Fuck me. Oh my god, no,
Why are you bringing up Aizen?
bro. I was just
You said
showing.
that
I was just showing
the reason why your watch was killed in his timeline before he resurrected himself in whatever context.
He changed the future in which he died.
How did he die?
Ichigo.
How did Ichigo kill him?
With his true Bankai.
His true Bankai?
Yeah, it's that
What Bankai did he use beforehand that your watch negged or whatever?
it was also his true Bankai. Yhwach seen the Bankai get activated, said, "Oh, that's formidable," and then broke it across all timelines.
So what is his true Bankai?
Not stated. It kind of just like that's where like the manga ends, kind of like Yhwach comes back to life, then he gets hit with like a plot arrow that zaps away all of his abilities for 10 seconds. It's not really
Gets hit
relevant.
with the plot arrow?
That's not relevant though.
Wait, no, that is relevant. Thank you for bringing that up again. Thank you for bringing that up again. You said it's not relevant. The plot
Hey.
that hit
Okay,
your
okay,
watch, bro.
hey, let's try to bring some structure back to this debate. For the longest time, you guys were stuck on hacks and abilities, and that's probably very important to this matchup. You guys might be
Yeah,
better
it's
off
very
moving on to a
important
different-
actually.
You might be better off moving on to a different point regarding speed, or at the very least, a different ability that one of the two characters have.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
Pat,
fine.
well,
That's fine.
so speaking upon speed, because we're actually getting to that topic point in particular, what speed was the arrow traveling at that hit your watch that negged his abilities?
Unaware. It doesn't really, not really relevant. He was fighting. It took him off guard.
How's it not relevant?
It
We're
took him off
arguing for
guard.
speed right now.
He wasn't directly fighting the person that shot him. He was fighting a different different group of people.
So he was off guard?
Yeah, essentially.
Yikes. Still a defeater to my argument.
Did you say it's a defeater to your argument? Thanks.
Yes.
Glad you admitted that.
Okay, look, follow my line of logic here, alright?
You have no.
He was hit by an arrow.
Yeah.
Off guarded.
That takes away his ability.
That takes away his abilities. So it was an arrow that took away his abilities, right?
Yeah.
What makes you believe that Isshiki doesn't have that capabilities within his rods when he did so to Naruto? Well, he didn't. Well, yeah. In a sense, he did it to Naruto, but we've seen that. We've seen that since Shippuden, mind you.
That disrupts your chakra. That doesn't negate your abilities. Those are two entirely different things.
How are those not entirely different things when chakra is what preserves the nature of combat within Naruto?
Do you know the difference between the word disruption and the word negation?
Sure, whatever.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't negate, it disrupts.
Isshiki hits his ass with the rod.
And then Yhwach makes it
BFRs him.
He can't be BFR. Yeah.
And then they continue doing the same thing over and over again. And that's just two of Ishiki's abilities.
He doesn't do the same thing over and over again because Yhwach will have already become immune to all of Ishiki's abilities. Literally any hacks you have for Isshiki does not work now.
How the hell did he get? Well, so is the arrow traveling above light speed to hit Yhwach? And he wasn't able to change the fate of the arrow?
We have 10 minutes till time runs up on the bot. 5 minutes till conclusions.
Yeah, you can make the argument because they're like the characters are like faster on that point in time. But again, he was off guarded, so the speed of it doesn't matter.
Why would it not matter when he can like change the timeline?
Because he was under Kyoka Suigetsu and currently fighting two other people.
What is Kyuigo Zetsu?
Kyokasui Getsu manipulates someone's perception of time and their visions and stuff, so he couldn't use his ability at that time.
So in other words, the Genjutsu within the Naruto universe would work on your watch.
Can you prove that because does Isshiki have Genjutsu?
Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Can you show Isshiki ever using that?
He wouldn't need to when he was Kaguya's equal.
Yeah, no, you would have
Which
to
is what
show
they
him using that
utilize on
specific ability.
planets that
Being
contain
equal to,
life and chakra.
being equal to somebody doesn't mean you can use their ability. Show me him using that.
He would have to prior. I don't have to prove that.
Yes, you do. You just made the claim that he can use Infinite Tsukuyomi. Show it. Scan.
Kaguya utilizes Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, that's cool. That's Kaguya. You're using Isshiki. Show me Isshiki using it.
It's not relevant because he'd still have to speed blitz Isshiki, bro.
Yeah, you haven't given any stats for Isshiki, so I don't have to make that argument. I never made that argument once.
Once again, he just BFR him.
And then
Ishiki has a time space.
BFR.
Ishiki has a time space where he transport people and they're paused in time. So even if he had BFR him into another dimension, you have to factor in what different dimensions Ishiki.
Yeah, no.
Didn't you guys just argue about that?
It's fine. Like you could probably just like judge it because he hasn't given any arguments for how Isshiki can put him down, and has not countered the ability to have all his abilities negated and stolen.
I just did so also.
Okay. This is
No,
still
just
getting
go to
very circular.
conclusions.
Okay, let's go into conclusions.
Okay. He never proved anything that would be able to harm your watch. He never disputed the scans that show your watch being able to negate and steal abilities. Stealing abilities means you can't use them anymore. Goddamn. So yeah, Ichiki just loses all of his abilities and capability to fight.
Yhwach got blitzed by an arrow, allegedly off guard. Isshiki would only have to BFR him to another dimension before he realizes that he's using his time space, whatever the fuck ability, and then send him to his dimension where time is stopped, which is what he utilizes within the series of Naruto. That's my conclusion.
All right, everybody that listened to the debate, go to the poll that is in general right now and give us your thoughts. I'll give that a minute for everybody to vote.
Fucking pride flag, I dig it. I'm gay, can that count for me?
I don't think that this was extreme diff.
Where's that? Oh, he's in a Minecraft? That's actually pretty fucking cool.
Apocrypha?
Yeah, I think it's already obvious who won. I mean, this shit is
Yeah.
a fucking slam. It's 10-2, so.
Yeah,
What's the diff?
it's 10-2 right now. Nobody came out the back end to help out Marz. It looks like it's pretty much undisputed that Apocrypha.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Marz,
Record that.
Marz,
record
this
that real
cheating
quick.
fucking debate, you lack logic. You have Kabuki level brain cells, and I think all 57 of your fucking chromosomes are fucking twitching right now.
Try to be constructive. Try to be constructive.
God damn, I can't be constructive.
That-
Wait, Apocrypha.
you can't say that. You know, you can't.